What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy, WTS Sporty, back with another video. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, watch the video to the end, comment the video. Look, we're gonna get into 13 dumbest ways people have gotten arrested right here on this channel, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's talk about these motherfuckers.
Number 13, ticket to heaven. One couple managed to convince multiple people that they could literally buy their way into heaven by selling fake golden tickets.
Some
yes,
pimping.
they turned into Willy Wonkas of the Great Beyond, selling their heavenly tickets for $100 a piece. Their names are Tito and Amanda Watts, and you can probably guess just by looking.
You fucking kidding me? Come on, man. How much money did they make, man? And did he have the little fucking permanent marker shit scribble all on his fucking face to this? Dude was a fucking clown.
Looking at their mugshots that they definitely weren't qualified to do such a thing and were straight up lying to customers through their teeth. While being arrested, Tito kept swearing the tickets were 100% real, claiming that Jesus gave them to him behind a KFC so he could get money for outer space. Somehow, considering what they were trying to sell, the location and reason for the tickets makes complete sense, right? His wife confirmed that they wanted to go to outer space in order to smoke cocaine.
Wow.
The police confiscated multiple crack pipes, thousands of dollars in cash, as well as, for some reason, a baby alligator. Why did they have that baby alligator? Well,
Crazy.
We kind of want to know just as badly as you do. Truly a charming couple, though. Number 12. Cheating wife.
Whatever.
Okay,
That was not
close your
charming.
eyes and picture yourself in the following situation.
An ugly ass
You've been
couple.
with your wife for years and start to grow suspicious that she's been seeing someone else on the side. To put your mind at ease, you log onto her computer and begin reading through her emails. Is that a jerk
If your
move?
bitch
Yeah,
in my
definitely
ride,
is.
it's your bitch you check, fool.
But it doesn't justify an arrest. Unfortunately, Leon Walker was arrested for hacking his wife's email. He's looking at hard time for the offense too, up to 5 years to be exact, for violating a computer misuse law that's supposedly in place for protecting secrets. Leon just wanted to know if his wife was up to no good. But Walker claims his wife had told him the password to the account years before. Whatever the truth is, we don't think a jail sentence is necessary.
No.
Counseling, on the other
Fuck
hand,
no, not for no shit
probably
like
could
that.
do them a lot of good. And just in case you were curious, there was in fact another man in the picture. Number 11.
Usually is.
You know those t-shirts that couples wear saying things like, "she's mine," or those other ones that say, "I'm with stupid"? Well, one man was arrested for wearing one of these shirts. In Queensland, Australia, the man was wearing the signature "I'm with stupid" shirt while standing next to some people from
Yo,
the
that's
Liberal
clever.
National Party campaign. It just so happens that the man arrested, Ian Fogarty, runs a fairly popular parody Twitter account for the Queensland Premier. The shirt was apparently a public nuisance, which is what Fogarty was charged with. After the
Gotcha.
arrest pictures circulated on Twitter, the site's users had a blast making light of the ridiculous offense. The cops taking him into custody were extremely careful which side they stood on while taking him to the cop car. But honestly, the arrest itself was kind of stupid. Who
Right.
knew you could be arrested and charged for wearing a tacky t-shirt? Number 10.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Earthquakes. After
What happened to freedom of speech? Because that's America, but you know what I'm saying? They might not have that shit honored in another country. They're like, fuck that shirt. Out here in America, we have freedom of speech. They still try to censor our shit. But, you know, police won't roll up to you unless somebody call the police. The citizens will hold court in the street on your ass, though. They'll rally around your ass, yo. You know, Americans like that. They rally around your ass, you know what I'm saying? If you're in the weird ass ankle portions of the fucking country. Let's go.
An earthquake in 2009 left 29 people dead. Italian citizens in the town of L'Aquila wanted answers, and someone to blame. 6 geologists in the town were arrested on charges of manslaughter for failing to predict the quake. The geologists had previously told the citizens before the natural disaster took place not to worry. But Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Even the smartest scientist in the field wouldn't have been able to predict this quake, which is what the judge determined too. After 13 long months, the geologists were set free, leaving the courthouse to a crowd of angry citizens outside shouting for shame as they left. What's scary about this case is that scientists may be hesitant to share findings with the public from now on for fear of being wrong or worse, convicted of a crime. Researchers around the world rallied in support of the geologists, even sending letters to the Italian president. The CEO for the American Association for the Advancement of Science said, "There's no accepted scientific method for earthquake prediction," which proves the Italians' innocence. Do you think these scientists deserve to be arrested? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below. And if you're liking this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe buttons if you haven't already.
Yeah, do that for this channel too.
Taco Bell fight. Taco Bell is great. You can eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
That food.
And if you choose to, you can even use it as a weapon. Although that last one is really not advised.
Get shanked with a taco.
51-year-old Suzanne Holvert didn't mind, though, as she was arrested for hurling a Taco Bell Burrito Supreme straight into the back of her husband Carl's head.
Oh, no.
He was fighting over Carl's habit of going to the bar every night and drinking to his heart's content. The argument eventually escalated to the point that Carl took the fork from his Taco Bell pizza and he stabbed his wife with it. When police came to arrest Suzanne, they noted how calm she was with a fork covered in pizza remnants sticking out of her hand. The police also felt the need to mention how there was burrito pieces all over the room. In the search for Carl, authorities found him at, well, you guessed it, the bar. He probably didn't even stop to clean the beef out of his hair.
Oh my God.
He was arrested on the food fight charges just like his wife. A match made
Loser
in fast
ass
food
motherfucker
heaven,
right
wouldn't
there.
you agree? Number 8, Freddy Got Fingered. Remember Blockbuster, that rented video store that had a bunch of movies and games to choose from? If you said no, then you and James Myers would get along really well. The Concord man was arrested for not returning a VHS movie from 2002. To give you a bit of perspective, the arrest took place in 2016, 14 years after the original rental. Can you guess what movie it was? The 2001 Tom Green comedy, Freddy Got Fingered. I mean, if you're gonna keep a movie, at least pick a better one. While driving his daughter to school one morning, an officer pulled Myers over because one of his back taillights was out. After a good 25 minutes running his license, the cop came back and asked him to step out of the vehicle. It seemed even the police were confused by this situation. Once he was told the reason behind his arrest, Myers thought they were joking. There had been a warrant out for him since 2002 when he failed to return the film. Luckily, officials thought it was just as bogus as Myers did, and his charges were eventually dropped. Number 7, late
That was
fees.
really a charge?
This next story is similar to Myers' story, just with a different form of media. Yuri Enwick was arrested after not returning a book to his local library for over 3 years. He had checked out a GED study guide and didn't respond to any of the letters or calls from the library saying they wanted it back. Usually, library members are given 90 days to return a book, and Enwick was well past his due date. It's been a city policy for years that if a person refuses to pay their overdue fees and is stopped by the police, then they'll be placed under arrest.
What? That's the stupidest shit I ever heard in my fucking life. I mean, this gotta be what? Is this executed by the fucking, this gotta be executed by the fucking campus police. No fucking way, city police. Don't fucking use my taxpayer dollars to be locking up students for keeping books. Fuck out of my face with that. Fuck out of here with it.
Library in Copperas Cove, Texas, where the crime was committed, says they will try to solve the situation in a civil manner without police involvement. But if for some reason Enwick still refuses to comply with library policies, well, then they will have to take legal action. When reporters reached out to question him, Enwick refused to respond. Maybe he was still too busy studying. Number 6, spaghetti mistakes. SpaghettiOs are a childhood favorite for many Americans. With their delicious tomato sauce and signature circular noodles, it's almost a crime not to like them. But Ashley Gabrielle Huff from Georgia was arrested for liking them a little too much. On July 2nd of 2014, police pulled over the 24-year-old woman for what was supposed to be just a routine traffic stop. But it turned into way more when an officer noticed a spoon with a mysterious material baked on it inside Ashley's vehicle.
Oh, no.
Upon seeing this mysterious spoon, the cop was convinced it was meth. Despite Ashley's efforts to convince the officer that it was just sauce residue from SpaghettiOs that she liked to regularly eat in her car, well, they weren't really convinced. With 0 previous criminal records, Ashley was placed under arrest for the suspicious spoon.
That's terrible,
was sent
bro.
to a crime lab while she was sent to jail to wait for the results. And just as you would probably suspect, the cop was wrong. The spoon did in fact have SpaghettiO sauce on it. What an impassable mistake. Number 5, Facebook likes. You'd think after committing a crime and not getting caught right away, people would be smart about how they conduct themselves. But no, you can't expect that much even from a criminal after all. Levi Charles Reardon from Great Falls, Montana was involved in a felony forgery case. Somehow, with all 12 of his brain cells, Levi managed to evade capture. Police were dumbfounded on
That
what it
was a
could be.
slick dig.
The department posted a mugshot of Levi from a previous offense on the Great Falls Cascade County Crime Stoppers
Tatted up
Facebook
ginger.
page to enlist the help of locals. But the Einstein that Levi is, well, he decided to like the post, probably thinking he looked nice in the photo. 3 weeks after
Goofy.
the initial post, the cops had him in their custody.
Wow.
I wonder if Levi is going to like the way his jail cell looks. Number 4, bank robbers.
That was good.
After that last story, it's easy to wonder if anyone in the world has common sense anymore, and honestly, probably not. A bank in Fairfield, Connecticut was shocked to receive a call one day from a man named Albert Bailey. Albert described how he and a partner were coming to rob the bank, and that they should be ready for that. If bank
Yes.
employees didn't
Don't you
comply,
think you
they would
should?
be met with what Albert described as a bloodbath. So let's just stop and think about this one for a second. They called to warn the bank that they were coming. Yeah, stupid doesn't even begin to describe these guys. Bank employees were told to get $100,000 ready before they got there, but instead of that, they just used the time to call the police.
Oh,
when
wow.
Albert did finally show up, he slipped the bank teller a note telling him to give him the money, and they did. He got $900 out the door when authorities
Be hearing
greeted
about
him
that
with
shit be
handcuffs.
working though.
They successfully made the list for dumbest ways to get arrested, that's for sure.
Hell yeah.
Number 3, egg rolls. Becoming a citizen of the U.S. is a lengthy process that can sometimes take years to complete through legit channels. But one immigration officer named My New Ewan thought she could
My
bypass some
New
steps for
Ewan.
people if they met her price. What was that price, you might ask? It could be anything from favors to money, and in this case, it just so happened to be egg rolls. After working for the department for over 8 years, May had taken many different bribes from Vietnamese immigrants working on their citizenships. She had taken thousands of dollars from these people during her career, and the day she was finally arrested for it, she was caught red-handed with 200 egg rolls. The
Wow.
FBI caught her in the act after one of her victims told investigators how May demanded money in order to approve their application status. Feds gave the informant
she was
money and
scamming.
wrote them up, sending them into the office where she was indicted. We don't think May's going to enjoy many egg rolls from prison. Number
Facts.
2, spooky ghost. Some people enjoy Halloween a little too much, and Anthony Stoller
De La
must
Muerte
not have
shit.
gotten the memo that the spooky holiday had ended
Oh, no disrespect.
months ago.
Spencer,
He and some of his
homie.
friends had been
Serio.
drinking the night before and had decided to go to the nearby Kingston Cemetery to play some football. That's soccer for those Americans who are watching. Witnesses to this event claim that Anthony was being overly rowdy while pretending to be a ghost amongst the graves.
Okay,
He
okay.
reportedly was throwing his arms in the air and saying, "Ooh."
Hey, that shit kind of creeped me out. Boy, I was looking around
that's
like, what was that
obviously way
noise?
too out of hand. We're joking, of course, but Anthony was arrested for behavior likely to cause distress. It was probably too much for the real ghost in the cemetery to handle. Though he didn't serve jail time, he was
That's
fined a total of
ridiculous.
75 pounds in reparation costs. He was just too spooky.
That's
to
like
handle.
Minority
I'm sure
Report.
the money he had to pay really brought down his spirits. Number 1, Gators at Wendy's. There's been a lot of
The
people from
fuck?
Florida on this list. Coincidence? We think not. Some workers at a West Palm Beach Wendy's location got much more than they bargained for after clocking in on their shift. A man named Joshua James had driven through the drive-thru and thrown a 3.5-foot alligator through the window.
Oh, holy
So where
shit.
do we even begin with this one? Where did he
What?
even get the gator, and why did he throw it through a window, and most importantly, why a Wendy's? Joshua's mother, Linda,
Why?
told news outlets
Period.
that it was just a stupid prank, one of many her son often pulls. Even if it was just a prank, the law doesn't take these kinds of actions lightly. He was
Hell
arrested
no.
and charged with assault with a deadly weapon. Yes,
Yeah.
an alligator falls under this category in case you didn't know. Along with assault, and they also got him for illegally possessing an alligator paired with petty theft.
Oh,
Poor
God. Look at
alligator
that.
And poor Wendy's employees. They really did not deserve to be on the receiving end of this alleged prank. That's all, folks. Thanks.
That's all, folks. Thanks for watching Way Too Sporty React channel. If you watched it this far, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Share the video. Make sure you create a YouTube account so you can subscribe to these bomb-ass channels. You know what I'm saying? Every time you subscribe, it's free. It's free. So, you know, it don't matter. It's not like Instagram or, you know, or Facebook where, you know, you have to be, you know, you have to have more people following you than people you're following type shit. They ain't like that on here, man. You fucking subscribe to as many channels as you want. There's lots of wonderful content creators on here, man. Hopefully I'm earning the badge as one of them. I'm gonna keep going until I get that shit right. I'm just fucking with y'all, but give Stress the wrong address, man. Way too sporty. I'm out this thing. Peace.